Before we start today's episode, please hit subscribe, like the video, and comment something. Maybe another theory that you might want to see on the podcast that we can go over. And enjoy. Alright, Andrew, for today, ways the world can possibly end. One of them is the Death Sun. Do you know anything about the Death Sun?
No, not at all, man.
Have you ever heard of like how stars explode?
Yeah.
Technically, the sun is a star. So, it's not going to be up there forever. Every star has a lifespan. So, what people say, and scientists say, don't quote me on this, but they said that usually the sun will explode. It's not going to stay up there forever. So, it's going to fade away eventually. And a fun fact about the sun is also it takes 8 minutes for us to even see what could possibly happen in space, because the sun's so far away that it takes 8 minutes for us to even see anything that happens. You know anything about the sun interesting that might explode or could be soon?
I mean, well, if it does explode, then a lot of the plants would probably be destroyed, especially ours too.
Well, yeah, because all the natural laws and stuff to it.
Yeah, and everything would get pretty hot on this planet, and we'll just all burn, probably. And that's how it's gonna go, because of the sun. Even, the physical substance of the sun doesn't even have to hit us in order for our world to go on fire, right?
Yeah.
If it's, really close to us, yeah, we're, gone. Even just, a little, probably a little...
in one spot. I mean, it just rotates. I mean, I feel like the explosion would... Well, for one, there'd be no light. And two, all of it would come down on us, because we're the third planet to it, I think, or fourth. I don't fucking remember. I don't do science pretty well, but, I think we're the third one to it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'd probably get hit and probably die. Alright, the second way the world could possibly end is solar flares. Do you know anything about this?
I know. I mean, not really, actually, but it's
something
to do with sun.
I'll talk into it a little bit, and then you can kind of understand it. So there are massive explosions, right, that take place on the surface of the sun, which release incredible amount of heat energy. The sounds of the sun explosions are not heard because of the vacuum that exists in space, through which sound waves cannot travel. However, these sun explosions do give out solar flares, which do reach the Earth's atmospheres. So the solar flares are more harmful than the ozone layer, which is basically radiation. So it's even worse than radiation. And that goes back to the other episode where we're talking about radiation. That would be worse than that.
So technically, it's what I was been talking about, or how some of the sun's substances come out when it explodes, and those are probably be solar flares, right?
Yeah, and the weird thing is scientists say that this has never happened yet in our galaxy or Milky Way or nothing like this. So we don't even know how our galaxy would react in any way if a gamma ray burst happened. So it pretty much would literally destroy Earth in matters of seconds. But
oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know. What's worse right now, the sun exploding or the gamma ray burst? It's worse than radiation. We would die instantly, pretty much.
I mean, we'd be dying instantly either one of them.
But but we don't know how. Oh, that's true. I don't know. I feel like I would take the sun route because at least we would have 8 minutes. You know?
Do what?
I don't know. Just you got 8 more minutes to live instead of seconds. You know?
I mean, you don't know about the solar flare. It's not because
it's never been recorded.
Right.
So we don't even know how it would be. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd rather take the sun route exploding. At least we have another 8 minutes.
Yes.
I can finish recording for this episode, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. The third way the world could possibly end. It's called the Big Freeze. Do you have any idea of how this could possibly happen before I go into it?
Probably like the moon covering the sun and just having no light, no heat source, and everything it like freezes, or like the sun goes out or something like that.
Well, yeah, if the sun was gone, like fucking everything would be fucking frozen instantly.
Right.
And that's what I was going about the other episode too, about the explosion. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, all, like, it covers the whole sun pretty much. Like, we don't get the sun rays. And then, like, all of it, like, that's why it's called, like, a winter nuclear or winter storm or whatever. I forget what they call it.
Oh.
It's like a wait time after, like, a nuclear warfare. Like, if it's really big. Because it covers the sun and shit. That was going back last episode. But yeah, so what happens, it's called the Big Freeze, and the coldness pretty much over, like, it covers the whole earth pretty much. And how it happens is, like, since the Big Bang, which essentially created the universe pretty much, there has been a constant process of expansion that has not stopped and will never cease. This very expansion of the universe would lead heavily bodies away from the center of the universe. So technically, I think it's saying we're getting away from the sun.
So, like, we bounce out of orbit?
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking?
That's what it says. I mean, I don't know. Like, I feel like we wouldn't be alive for this, but.
Well, yeah, of course. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, because it says in the process, Earth would be moving away from its center, which is the sun.
Right.
When that happens, it's called the Big Freeze. The coldness will prevail over the Earth. Under such extreme coldness, existence of life is not possible. The phenomenon of global warming is something that can spread up the process of the Big Freeze real quickly.
But I feel like that would never happen unless something maybe crashed into us as hard. But because of the gravitational pull of the sun is, like, really, really strong. Like, it's, I don't know, like, it's keeping all the way up to the dwarf planet Pluto in orbit. That's how strong the gravity is.
Uh-huh.
And, like, I don't think it would happen that way. If a planet was able to bump into us, I feel like we would just get a stronger gravity pull, and our planet would be way hotter. That's how I feel like I would think. Cause
what if there was another planet that even had more gravitational pull? Like, it took over everything, and then it made us go out of place.
Well, then that would be another another solar system.
Yeah, but there's no sun. So we go to freeze. You know?
But I don't think any other planet can get that much strong of a gravitational pull.
Well, yeah, sure. I don't know.
But if we go out farther from the sun, like where Uranus is and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Because Uranus is cold, and if we go farther, the more farther out we go, then it just gets colder.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're going away from the sun more. That's how else I would probably think that would even happen.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like it would. I don't know, because I feel like I don't think we're moving away, but I could be completely wrong. I don't know.
Oh no, I think we're still in.
Well, no, obviously it's moving little by little, but like, I mean, this, you can't really. It's not. We're not going to be there for it.
Yeah.
But the next one, we could possibly be there for it. Collisions of an asteroid. Andrew, you have to know about collisions with asteroids, right? What would you do on the news all of a sudden? You fucking see it. Literally the news girl or guy is telling you, we have minutes left to live. What are you doing? We got an asteroid coming. Minutes left. What are you doing?
I'll be getting on Elon Musk rocket, and we're flying out of there. We're flying out.
We're leaving.
Fly to the moon.
Fly to Mars. No, we're going to Mars.
No, we're going to the moon.
Oh, okay. We'll go both.
Yeah.
We'll visit both.
Yeah.
And we'll come back to Earth to see what happened. But So,
Might be a
collision of
giant
an
hole in it.
asteroid. There are many flying objects in space, one of which is a giant asteroid. Like planets, they too have their own orbits to rotate about. However, since there's been so many of them, there is a possibility one of them could collide with Earth. So, I mean, you can't deny the fact. Like, I'm pretty sure we've been hit with so many asteroids. They're just not big enough to cause another bang.
And it was so many
big
years
bang.
ago too.
Yeah. I don't think they weren't big enough to cause a big bang, though.
Nah, not at all.
I've heard, I don't know if this is true, but I've heard there's like another big one like heading towards us, but it's not going to hit us, supposedly, but it's going to be damn close. I forget what the asteroid they're calling it, but I've heard on social.
I never really just look at that, but perhaps, I mean, I have no idea.
I don't know. That'd kind of be fucked too. It's kind of like a nuke, except an asteroid. Pretty
Yeah, it's even worse than a nuke, I would say, because it depends how big the asteroid is.
No, it's big enough to destroy Earth. That's what we're talking about. It's how the world could possibly end. So whatever asteroid, how big you want to say it is what would destroy the world.
So bigger than what killed all those dinosaurs off.
Probably, yeah. Or
Yeah, okay, yeah, that thing is not gonna survive then. It's gonna be in a million pieces everywhere, right?
Yeah.
So
it'd be like puzzle pieces everywhere. That's how Earth would look afterwards.
or maybe just be dust, just dust floating around and create more asteroids for other planets.
Yeah, that's true. That could possibly happen.
Or the sun can just pull it right in and then just burn it.
Mm-hmm.
And gone, yeah.
Well, if we're talking about dust and snowstorms and shit after a nuke, number 5 is going into destruction through nuclear holocaust or biochemical weapons. Do you know anything about this? I'm pretty sure we had one of these before.
Yeah, but it just all depends on what happens. Like, I don't want to get too political here, but like,
Political?
if a leader hates,
Oh, okay, go ahead.
if like a leader hates like another leader, and they get into like a political war, and then they have like a bunch of disagreements, right? And then they hate on that country, and then they can start a nuclear fallout, like war, like they can if they wanted to. But see, even if they don't like each other, they're not supposed to, because if they do, then the Earth is gone basically, because all the nukes that are gonna land and shit.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it could happen, really. Just depends on what. It has to be like the biggest conflict of all, but yeah.
Yeah, so what it says is nuclear weapons have been a threat since day one, since we pretty much made strong fucking weapons, right? Like nukes and shit.
Yeah.
However, nuclear energy is useful. It is the weapons that would kill human race, especially in an event where mistrust between states grew to the point that they engage in a nuclear warfare. There are enough nuclear weapons that states have, if launched at once, can actually destroy the entire planet Earth hundreds of times over. So over and over they could probably destroy it. That's how much nukes we fucking have.
You could probably just destroy every planet, almost.
Dude, that's so fucked. That is so fucked.
And it just depends, like, what happens, I don't know.
I feel like too much people have too much power. Whoever controls those nukes.
We have nukes here.
Yeah.
China has nukes. Russia has nukes.
Could fuck us all over.
Right.
It's like, holy shit. Like, why even have the nuke? There's no point. Like, say, yeah, your enemy's over there, but if you nuke it, everyone's dying. It's not just your enemy,
Let's see. There's an airplane, right?
Yeah.
There's an airplane that the president takes, and like some other people, important people, and they use that airplane when a nuke comes down on the Earth. That airplane can travel like really fast. Well, not like fast, but like it can travel out and avoid the nuke.
Huh.
And so they don't get nuked. So they have ways out
But
of
yeah, but if
getting
the whole
nuked.
world is getting nuked, like we're saying
Still,
every fucking
they'd be
nuke
in an
at once.
aircraft. They would be fine.
But
Since
what about the
it's
radiation and shit?
yeah, they have materials to block out the radiation.
Huh.
That's what the plane is for. It's not gonna block out totally. They'd probably be wearing suits and gas masks and stuff. Don't get me wrong, but
So
they're gonna survive from it.
Yeah, there'd only be like so much survivors. Like the human race is practically gone now. There'd only be like maybe a couple hundred, maybe. You know.
Not even. I mean, depends on from all the other countries, but
That's
I
what
know
I'm saying, yeah.
we have a plane. I think it can. I don't know, because I think it can only stay on the Earth. I don't think it can go out of like the Earth atmosphere and stuff.
Well, no, obviously not. But then you got to think about the bunkers and shit too that we were going about the other day as well, or last week.
Yeah. But see, it depends on like what happens. So if there's just one nuke, yeah. But if there's multiple nukes, I don't think a bunker can stand it.
It depends how deep you are.
Yeah.
And
You have to be really deep.
Well, yeah, and then plus it depends on your bunker too. If it's like fucking really good.
And plus, we're
Pretty
like,
much millionaires,
we're a big
or no,
world,
not even
yeah.
billionaires would be living. No one else, pretty much.
But we would have to be so down deep to the point where, like, because we only dug through what, 100 feet through there? I don't even know. But we're not even near hitting the second rock. Well, the like I don't know how many rock layers are there, but we're not even past the first rock layer.
Yeah, no, we'll be fine if we dig really fucking far as much as we possibly can. We'll be fine if there was an explosion like this.
But see, what also sucks is that if you dig more down, you get less oxygen and you get more gravitational pull.
Well, yeah.
Since in the core, that's how we get our gravity,
Yeah.
right? So it would be harder to do things if we dig all the way down.
Well, yeah, but you have to, unless you want to just die. I mean, that's.
Well, I know. I'm just saying though.
Yeah.
And it gets even hotter down in the core area when you dig down. So it's kind of like, yeah, you got this problem outside, but now you got this problem down too, like below. You know, if you keep digging, because you're not gonna have what. I don't know how you guys are even gonna get water, right? Because I mean, unless there's a water supply, like there's so many like you can't really do anything. You can't really survive for that long if you're always in the like underground, unless you get lucky and you get a water supply and all that stuff.
Yeah. Well, obviously, people that prepare for this type of shit would be good. That's why I only say like a couple hundred would probably make it. That's it.
Yeah, but you gotta be prepared in a good way that you would last at least maybe a year.
Well, yeah.
Because you can't just go by some river because it's probably gonna have radiation in it, even if it's underground.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Because
yeah.
it's from the outside. So, I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like they would just have to be like years prepared kind of shit, you know?
Yeah.
And probably billionaires would live. Like, they already have probably a ticket for a bunker, you know?
I mean...
You ever seen American Horror Story?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, you know that nuclear one? Like the last season?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Where everyone fucking bought tickets. Or they got like offered to go.
I mean, I don't think it's gonna be like that because I feel like everyone would just panic.
Yeah, everyone would panic, but the ones that have been prepared are the only ones that are gonna live, you know?
I mean, yeah, but how would you be prepared in that situation?
You just go in the bunker. Like, that's the end of it. Or you go in your aircraft or whatever.
Well, no, how would you know that a nuke is gonna hit us?
Well, you would see it in the fucking sky. Obviously. You would get warned before you get nuked, obviously, because you're fucking fighting again. You would have somewhat knowledge of a nuke happening.
Well, yeah. But it depends how people execute it. You know, like, the secretary might just be like, oh, there's a nuke coming to us. We'd rather just get out before telling others because we can't save them either way. And just let them die, you know?
Yeah.
Because you don't know what our government does, like... it's already corrupt as it is, right?
Well, that's why I said only probably a few hundred would live. Again, going off of that, because not a lot of people would react in time either. Going off of that, I guess too.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's a strange nuclear topic.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy to think about.
Yep.
Well, going off of nukes, I mean, what if there was never a nuke? Right?
Yeah.
What if it was like something not as worse, but could be something greater worse? Right? We're talking about aliens invading Earth, pretty much. Like, not friendly at all. Just fucking advanced as fuck. Just wrecking our shit. What's your first reaction to that shit?
Like, I mean, they probably have the better technology, so there's nothing really you can much do about it.
Way more intelligent and shit too. Like, they got hella shit.
Right.
Fuck, for all we know, they already know what we have. They probably could have been studying our asses.
They could have, there's nothing really what you can do is, I mean, you could side with them, but not really.
You could drive. I mean, they're just
I don't know how that's gonna happen
at that point. But they can already travel through fucking galaxies and shit.
Yeah, they can travel through time and all that stuff, or through
speed of light, pretty much and shit. Yeah, we're fucked.
Then we're just screwed. There's nothing to do, really.
Yeah, because honestly, okay, let's go off your basic alien look. It has the big head and everything, right?
Big beating eyes, yeah.
We don't even know what their weakness is. How the fuck would we even kill them?
All right, yeah. So there's no point, there's no point of
what if bullets
trying to survive?
Them, you don't know. They're from.
You could probably have some heat sentry shit,
it could be
and
fucking
they just
Superman,
track
you need a rock to kill it.
I don't think so. I mean,
you never fucking know. They're aliens. They're completely different fucking, not even species, like an it. They're pretty much an it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it's a crazy topic that we could probably do a whole episode on.
Oh yeah, definitely. Most definitely.
Holy fuck. Just imagine them invading. I mean, it would obviously take longer for the world to end than the other ones we've been talking about. But, that one would probably, for me, at least be the more scarier one because, I don't know, I feel like getting attacked by an alien would be more scarier than dying in seconds, I don't know.
Well, it depends on what they're gonna... It depends on what they do, though,
That's what I'm saying. Well, obviously they're coming to destroy Earth. That's their number one intention.
But maybe that's not it though. Why would out of all the planets, why?
Well, Earth, no. This is just for the topic. If aliens were to come to fuck Earth, destroy the shit out of it.
Yeah, no, we're gone.
There's no friendliness.
Area 51 just has some weird magical gun and just pew pew.
No, this is what happened in Area 51. Okay. Aliens heard something, and it came from Area 51, and they're like, what the fuck is this? And they see one of their dudes captured, right? Say family member. Maybe they're just all one big family. So they fucking come over, it's like the queen or some shit, right? And they've been keeping her captive in Area 51 for God knows how long. And that's why they're invading. Let's just give it all that. They've been torturing the alien the whole time. That's why.
Well, I mean, if that were to happen, then aliens wouldn't be that powerful. If I'm gonna be honest here, because if Area
what if they were trying to be friendly and shit, and something happened, the dude's tricked her or some shit. You never know. Or it. We're just gonna call it it at this point.
But I feel like they would be more intelligent. They would know how to get out of that situation. Yeah. Because they don't know what gear or whatever.
I don't know.
You don't know what. Yeah, no. But you don't know what gear they can be holding.
Maybe they're just here for I don't even know. Probably just power.
Research purposes.
Research purposes. Yeah.
But yeah, nah.
Have you ever seen the show The Circle or the movie The Circle on Netflix?
No, I haven't actually.
It's about like how aliens come and like they just pick up 100 people in one thing, like, and it starts off with just a bunch of people waking up, standing up, and if they go out of their little circle, they die instantly, and they all talk to see who survives, and the last one standing.
Oh, actually, I have.
Gets
I
seduced
didn't watch it
and
on
back on Earth.
Netflix.
But yeah,
Yeah,
they
I
all
watched
talk
that.
it-
Yeah.
they all talk it out, and then like there's this pregnant chick, a kid, and then a regular dude.
Yeah.
And he makes.
And then the cop.
Well, yeah, but this is like the end I'm talking here. Like everyone else is dead.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And the dude is like, all right, little girl, let's just jump off together. And the pregnant woman just sits there, right? She doesn't vote or nothing. So they both do it, except the other dude steps back, and then he votes the pregnant chick, and then he's the last one standing. And fucking, the dude's like, this is your research purpose? We're assholes. Or some shit like that. He said, like, we were assholes as a human species, pretty much. And then he felt like he got seduced or something, and he went back to Earth, and then that's how they were doing it. They were sucking up random people, seeing how they would react to them dying.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty fucked.
And funny at the same time. Not gonna lie, but like
Some of them were pretty funny. Like some of them like had like terrible like excuses of why they should live, and then they would just die instantly.
Well, I mean, it's a movie. They had to have that corny excuses and corny stuff.
Well, that's
but
what makes it funny to watch, you know.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like an alien invasion would be pretty bad. But, I mean, out of all of them, though, I mean, that would probably be the most, safest, I guess, out of all these, you know? At least you have a chance of surviving an alien invasion compared to all these. I mean, you could survive a nuclear holocaust, but that would take longer to recover from than an alien invasion, too. Depending on what they do.
Right, yeah.
Like, everything else, you're dying instantly. Like...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's no chance.
Yeah, you got literally it's a 0.00 chance. You're not.
No, it's not even that. You're just zero.
Yeah, 0% chance. Like, there's no way out of it. I don't know. I think that's like all we got for today. For Thursday. Yep.
Dang.
All right, guys. If you already haven't, hit subscribe, hit the like button, comment another theory you might want for another episode. And I'll see you guys in the next one for this weekend. So stay tuned. Peace.